Hey everybody, how are you today? So my name is Owen Fox, and in this video I wish to talk about taking accountability for our actions and our emotions, for things that we really should be taking accountability for optimally, that we're responsible for, and things that we've done or failed to do, and how we've influenced a situation and by either through action or inaction, by not doing anything as well. And especially through our words and typically our actions also. So they're the most influencing things, our words and our actions, you know. Also, we have to take responsibility for our thoughts and our emotions that came before the actions and words that we took. So on the spiritual path, or the path of ascension as some people call it, or the path of awakening, a huge step is emotional maturity. And for me it's much more like harder or deeper and more advanced than simply learning information about what's going on in the world, like learning the truth, etc, etc, etc. The Great Awakening is here, and this is like global growing up, global awakening, and it's really positive on a spiritual level what's happening in the world at the moment, because it's making humans wake up, grow up, and unite, and to collaborate together and to work together, so we can work as a team, and we can be much more closely knit and work as one human family, beyond race, color, ethnicity, religion, belief systems, age, gender. See, all of these various things and belief systems and identities, false identities, ego identities, have made an awful lot of separation in the past when we are at a certain level of consciousness. That gets to us. But as you mature and grow in your consciousness and energy, frequency and vibration, those type of things and the superficial type of things like don't really make as much of an impact in your life. They don't hold true properly, or grip you or grab you or control you, such as the clothes you're wearing, your identity, your perceived egoic identity. So it's really positive that the Great Awakening is happening, you know. But what's harder and more trickier and more subtle is the evolution of our consciousness in the terms of emotional maturity and self-awareness about what's really going on within us on a very mental and emotional level. Okay, so that's trickier and harder. So I do coaching and consultations on relationship coaching and personal empowerment. And self-healing as well. So in this video I want to just like talk a little bit about like taking responsibility and accountability for what we've done or not done, because a lot of us will avoid that before we've awakening or even years into awakening as well. But the other half is not to be like forced or told we're doing wrong stuff or we're to blame, or it's we who did it, like you did that, like accusations. And it's disempowered to just take credit or try and be blamed for things we didn't do. So part of empowerment is to be able to speak up and to share. Okay, now we could be doing it from a very upset place or even frustrated or angry place, but then of course it's a higher level or higher vibration. It's very positive to do it either way, but it's a different energy and a bit more positive and constructive typically to do it from a place of more sort of like respect, compassion, forgiveness and understanding, as opposed to simply like anger and like lashing out. But either way, it's always generally good to protect ourselves from being hurt, abused, mentally, emotionally or physically. So it's always good to stand up for ourselves and to not like be walked all over. Okay, so yeah, we don't want to take accountability. We want to encourage other people to stop like, what's the word, projecting, or like saying we did this, like when we didn't even do anything. Like, you know, they're projecting, they have a belief system, like they're not taking accountability for how they did a whole lot of stuff or didn't do a whole lot of stuff that really influenced what happened. Instead of just trying to pin it all on us. So that's the other side of the coin. And as an empowered being and a light worker, I want to like help teach other people who are on the awakening path how it's important for them to step into their power of the communication, their throat chakra, and to speak the truth and to not let themselves to be walked over, but to encourage and to help and to encourage and to teach people who may not really fully know or embody this properly, that is very positive and beneficial for them to take accountability for their own life their emotions, their thoughts, their behavior, their actions, and their inactions, how they've influenced any situations that they don't like. Okay? Which typically they'll just blame on somebody else. Maybe not typically, maybe only sometimes. So we always have room to improve, and no one's better than another. And I'm not trying to say like I'm better or anyone else is better. We're all on the path together. And as Matt Kahn says, we're all here just to walk each other home with love, you know. So yeah, it's very important to be able to speak and express yourself. And it's really nice if you can do it with this chakra as well, with love, compassion, understanding, etc., patience and respect. We don't want to be fighting or hurting each other per se, but we want to be like gently, sometimes assertively, to teach others in a type of way where you might teach your child. Like it wants to be a respectful, loving, compassionate, tender enough way, with your heart, with your voice, for a positive intention and purpose, not just like the reckless words where, you know, you may be like, you don't be criticizing anyone, you don't be like smashing anybody down. The objective isn't to destroy, it's to construct, not to destruct, but to construct. It's for a positive purpose. But yeah, I won't talk too much longer on this, my friends. This is I like to do it short and sweet, and carefully all. Appreciate your time and tuning in and chiming into this message. It's a super important one, as I've been on the awakening path for 14 years, the self-healing and self-empowerment path, and it's just something that like I'm more and more like getting deeper and more involved in these days. Yeah, emotional maturity, basically speaking. So yeah, I've talked so much about this in so many other videos. So if you check out on YouTube, so this is live Facebook, it will be on YouTube too, but if you check out my YouTube channel, please do subscribe. One Love, One Family, Owen Fox. You'll see a free playlist gift that I've made, a bunch of them, and one is relationships and conscious communication, empowered relationships. It's all the same playlist, but there's quite a lot of videos there, and they will help enormously to move from a more 3D frequency relationship to much more through the 4D into the 5D. And like going through 4D, I'm telling you, my friends, it's a bit of a rough patch. It has been for me and my partner, but we did it, and our relationship's better than ever. It involved everything I'm talking about in this video and so much more. So I do wish you the best sincerely in your relationships. And you know, it's very obvious and predictable what to expect and predict from people who are embodying a 3D frequency in their life compared to 4 or 5D. It's very obvious, but in 3D there's much more disharmony, disconnection, fighting, blaming, accusing, disconnection, disharmony, an absence of peace, the presence of conflict. So it really means the world to me, and means so much to my heart to be able to share this relationship gift with you. I've put in so much work and myself and work in making the videos to share this with you, and it's a free playlist gift. I'd love you to share with other people to help raise and improve their life and their family's life and their children and their beloved partner and their neighborhood and the consciousness of the planet. So I appreciate anyone watching, giving me your time and attention, spending your time and attention, which is very valuable, on me and this video and this message. And I encourage and I support you, and I appreciate you for sharing, if you share, to help others, if that resonates with you. So yeah, other than that, I think I should probably finish this video, and lots of love to you. Have a gorgeous day. Thanks for watching, and feel welcome to leave a comment, a like, share or subscribe. And also if you have to leave me a private message if you wish to connect more or collaborate. 2021 and 2020 moving forward is the years of collaboration, where the new earth and the golden age is happening amidst all this like stuff that's going on in the world. It's very positive. So it's all about collaboration and unifying and working together as a team. So then the darkness is massive in the world compared to the light. It's much more of a balance, where the light expands far more, and there's only a far smaller level of darkness in the world from the cabal and all that sort of stuff, you know. There's a really famous quotation: it's not the baddies or the darkness per se that allows itself to exist. It's when good people do nothing. It's when the light or the good people do nothing. That's what allows the darkness to prevail extensively. So now is the time of awakening, of truth shining and unifying, and then we all take action to create a new world. So it's very beautiful. So I'm really glad to be here at this time, and I'm actually glad on a deeper level that the awakening is happening. It's a bit like giving birth to a child. We're going through a birth of a new age and letting go of the old. So it's a bit messy, it's a bit rough sometimes, but you know, that's what happens too. It's a beautiful thing that's happening at the end of the day. And we all are where we're meant to be. It's all working out positively, and yeah, don't worry. Hold your head high, and yeah, live your life lovingly with appreciation, ask for help, and you're always being guided and helped always anyway. So yeah, lots of love, have a nice day, thanks for watching, talk to you again another time. Owen Fox from Ireland here, out.